Hi, my dear friends. People always come and ask, whether is it nice to stay in a rented property. Often they feel that, staying in a rented property is something which, they don't get good respect. Those are old days now. In fact, if you notice or if you see, many of the people from the real estate industry itself look forward to stay in rented places, though they are from the same field. The reason, when you're staying on your rent, you can afford to pay rent for a better property which you cannot afford. Let me explain to you like this. Suppose if somebody is eligible or he's got the money to buy a 1 crore property and he buys it on an EMI, he'll be only staying in a property worth 1 crore. But some people what they find that they want to stay in a much lavish property. Now when you're taking a house on rent or a property on rent, the rentals are quite economical. So you will be able to stay in a property worth 2 crore and paying an affordable rent. So a person who's staying on rent can stay in a property much more than his affordability in the costing wise. Let's say person 1, he is eligible for he's bought a property of 1 crore and he's paid up 75 lakhs, he's taken a 75 lakhs loan to it, and his EMIs are 80,000 a month. Okay, the month EMI goes for at least 20 years. He has to stay in that property for 20 years. Assuming a person 2 who says he's got a comfortability of paying rents. What he will do, he will take a property on rent worth 2 crore rupees, and the rent would be around 40,000 rupees. He will stay in that house, in a 2 crore house, by just paying 40,000 as rent, sometimes even lesser. So he's enjoying a property which is worth more than his his affordability, and he's enjoying that property. That's a very nice way of looking. Nowadays in Bangalore, I don't know about other cities, in Bangalore or even any good metropolitan city where the rentals are good, this is a nice way to stay. Reason, see, you are not stuck to one property. After 5 years, you can move into any other property or any other bigger house, which you cannot do when you are buying a property. You are stuck with your own property. So it's not a bad idea staying in a rented house. Of course, when you buy your own property, it's a prestige issue. Nowadays, people are not looking into it, especially the youngsters. They would like to enjoy a property which is fairly new, and they can enjoy all the new facilities. So staying on rent is not a bad option. It's a nice option. It depends from person to person. Always consult somebody, speak it out with your friends, understand your requirement, understand your livelihood, understand your style of living, understand your financial position, and then take an informed decision. Kindly get in touch with me for any consultancy. Have a nice day. God bless.